Now let's quickly talk about this, which is snapping. So what snapping does is, now that when snap is enabled, if you'll see here this magnetic button. So what essentially, if you've ever played with a magnet, it just snaps to certain other metal objects, right? Is it exactly what this it does here? Same stuff, right? So whenever, even if you click in the middle of somewhere, it's going to snap exactly to this point, right? So this is important when you are let's say, I've already explained to you what BPM is, and when a certain BPM is playing, you don't want the song to start from the middle of anywhere. So you want it to start from, let's say, here, right? So the way that you control this is by Alt S, like you toggle it with Alt S. So essentially, now it's going to, it's snapping, but let's click this, and now it will go exactly where my cursor is, right in the middle, wherever I want it to. Now let's enable it again, Alt S. Why Alt S? Why we should learn shortcuts is because it's just going to make your workflow faster. And I've been telling you all throughout the course that the every little thing that saves you even milliseconds is going to help you tremendously when you're trying to do music production, because it's a matter of time and how much you're willing to spend on just this manual labor is going to add up. So the sooner you learn Alt S to not to do that, on Mac it might be Command S. You just you can hover over your mouse over this, and it will show you the shortcut for it. I think the same applies for Mac users as well. And now it's going to snap to this thing. Why is this important? Well, it's very simply because it's going to allow you to make a region selection, which is another video. I have explained what region selection is. So essentially it comes from that. So when you snap is enabled, it's going to allow you to select regions like the one that I've already done, which you learn in the looping section quite well. And if this is not enabled, this is going to just do it randomly from here to here, right? So that is the difference, and it matters a lot when, and this, I believe this is one of those things that just comes naturally to you. It's very intuitive thing. So once you start getting used to snapping and when to do, when not to do, I can explain to you as much as I want, and this is essentially it. It's not that complicated, but you have to remember that this is a very thing that it's a thing that you get used to very quickly. So once you start using snap in the way that you'd like, then it's going to become much more easier to do. So if you're sitting by yourself and you're still in week 1 of learning your DAW and how to do these things, then just play around with it, enable the snap, don't enable the snap, and then see what it does and what it doesn't do, right? So pay attention to these things, and these are going to become muscle memory in no time.